Hello. We got a little bit of a different setup here, so if you can't hear me, please let me know. um, I see some people already here. I guess I should tweet. Oh shit! What'd I do? What is going on? Why? Okay, that was weird. Didn't like that. Um, but yes, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet that we are live, that we're doing the thing. So, people who didn't set a notification 25 minutes ago, I don't know, can come now, I guess. Okay, and retweet. Yes, writes with, this will be a reading sprint. We'll do the first sprint at 10, so we have people, give time for them to come in, say hello. Comments will not be on the screen this week, obviously, because we're not using StreamYard. I did think about popping out the chat and having it go on the screen, but maybe I'll do that later. I don't know. We'll see. Testing things out so that when, just changing things. But I would love to know what people are reading in the chat today. I know I saw Alexis is going to be reading the 100,000 Kingdoms, but that's about it. QP is going to be reading the Dragon Republic. I'm happy you did get the notification from YouTube. I understand that sometimes they don't be sending it out. I will be continuing, what is it called? Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I just finished part 1 this morning, and I will be continuing on in part 2 today. I want to say this book is boring. I'm sorry. Like, I know Miss Shannon is always on Twitter trying to get people to read. There's an echo. It's probably... I'm going to assume it's because the webcam was also picking up things. Let me open the stream now. So give it a second. If the echo is gone, let me know. It's still echoey? Okay, 1 second. Let me see what we're working with here. Okay, so I think it was just because I was using the mic and it was recording from the webcam, so I'll figure that out for next time. So the mic is gone. My apologies there. But Luna will be reading The Secret History, Aaron's reading The Martian, Natalie's reading Black Enough, we got Bruja Born. Okay. What I was saying, I know Miss Shannon is always on Twitter wanting people to read her book. And here's the thing, Luna, I would recommend it just because I'm only, my Kindle says I'm like 35% of the way through, but Goodreads says I'm like 25. So I'm just like, I need y'all to agree on something. But there's 4 perspectives, and all of the 4 perspectives are definitely not interesting, and they might be more interesting if this was like a second book and I knew them. Because some of the perspectives read like we're in the second book already, and like I'm connected to them, and they have stuff going on. But other characters just have nothing going on, and they spent like 200 pages doing the same thing, and I'm just kind of like, Miss Shannon, this isn't it. This is not the moment. Let's see here. We got Lumberjanes Volume 1, Wicked Fox. We're starting A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hope. I know that's by Hank, but Hope is reading that one. I know there are some more people in the chat now, so we will be doing the first sprint at 10. So in six-ish minutes. Look, Aaron, I know y'all were like going real hard, and everyone in your little dismantled buddy read gave Priory like 4 stars, but this is not a 4-star book. I'm sorry. Like, even if the next 600 pages are the most amazing thing I've ever read, I would have a real issue giving this more than like 3. I think right now it's still at a 3. Most books I read start at a 3, but I don't know how this one's gonna go up from it, just because it's so. It just don't work. I'm sorry, and I understand that she wanted it to be like a standalone fantasy, but I think the execution lacked a lot. It left a lot to be desired. D is loving Wicked Fox, so you'll love to hear that. I have not read it yet. Fiend of Fiction is going to be reading Fahrenheit 451. Is it worth your time? You have it on Scribd. If you're talking about... Oh, never mind. No, if you're talking about Priory, maybe. Yeah, I tried to read it like a year ago too, and the first 100 pages... Because stuff doesn't really even begin to get interesting for me, I found, until like 150-ish, like almost 200 pages. Because I also DNF last year after the first 100. And now it's like the only book I have left on my TBR. So, like in my last Friday Reads video, I said I wanted to read like 5 things, and the only thing I haven't read this week was Priory. So, that's what I'm reading now. After I finish Priory, I don't know what I'm going to be reading. So, Friday's video will be interesting. I'm going to hopefully be done with Priory by then. I don't want to bring Priory into next week, so that's kind of the unofficial goal. Luna got A Song of Achilles in the mail today for the vlog I told you about. Yeah, that is Heather's favorite book. I hope you enjoy that book more than I did. That book is another odd one. I mean, I wouldn't say that it gets better, but like stuff starts to happen after the first 100 pages. Like the other perspectives, they have stuff going on. Because my main issue was that, like, what is her name? Tani, whatever her name was. She had nothing going on. And so it was weird. That's how you felt about Crescent City? What are you talking about? That's how you felt about... Okay. You're loving Priory. I love that you're loving it. I have no plans of reading Assassin's Apprentice, so that's just not going to be a thing that happens. You're 500 pages into Priory. I'm probably going to catch... Crescent City is 800 something pages. It is not 500. Yeah. I wish it was 500 pages. It couldn't have, it could have been. A reading sprint, we're just going to read for 20 minutes, Book Shade, and then we'll come back together after the 20 minutes. I saw Luna, who was that? Say something about Stay Gold. Also, let me know if it gets echoey again, because I switched back to the mic, but I think I fixed what the problem was before. What was I doing? What was I doing? I was looking for the comment on... Yeah, people do either love or DNF Priory. In Stay Gold, a few tears came out. Yeah, I can see how that could happen. Stay Gold, there is some crying moments, especially in the end. When I read Stay Gold in the first... Yeah, the third act is... yeah, it's a lot, and I shouldn't laugh. I don't know why, but it was definitely a lot. Bookshade, oh cool, I have to say. Oh, well, you know, that's all I have. I'm not a talented enough actor to do anything else. Bookshade. While we wait here, let me pull up the timer. Is it this one? Yes. So that we are ready to go in like 30 seconds when it starts. Reading sprints for you, work sprints for me. Okay, what are you going to be working on, Kelsey? Are you at work doing your day job? Or are you like at home working from home? I struggle with big fantasy. I'd rather the first book be shorter or that it's a series. Yeah, I definitely think that Crescent City could have been shorter to start the series. But Miss Mass didn't ask my opinion. On that note, though, I'm going to go ahead and start the clock because it is 10. So let me grab the right window, mute myself, and I'll see you guys back here. I don't even know if y'all could hear me. Hopefully you could, but I'm gonna mute myself now, and I'll see you guys back here in 20. Wrong thing. Okay, that works. Now. There we go. Okay. So I managed to read, like, I don't know. I was at 350 something before. Now I'm at. Okay. I slid up the wrong thing. So yeah, you'll love to hear it. I read like 20 something pages. I want to say like 357. I guess I could go to Goodreads, huh? Goodreads knows what page I was on. And I'm now at 294. So you'll love to see it. 252 before, 294 now. So that's 42 pages. Way more than I thought. Okay. Let's see here. Scroll back up for a moment. Kelsey said that she was doing some home permanently, working on some graphic designs and social media campaigns. That sounds exciting. I have no graphic design talents, as we can see from any of the graphic design things I've tried to do on the channel, but that sounds like a good time. You definitely haven't missed much, Danny, or anybody who just joined us, because we just did the first sprint. We got a couple more to go here. We'll do the next one, I'm thinking, at 40, so in 8 minutes. Let's see here. Emily read 12 pages, QP read 20, Alexis read 2 chapters. The Secret History is really good, but the chapters in that book are kind of long. I did listen to the audiobook, so I don't really remember how long they are, but I do remember that Miss Tart read it, and I was not a fan of Miss Tart. So I think that's where a lot of the animosity in that book comes from, is having the author read to me a book that I did not like. We got 23 pages, like 40 to 70 pages of chat. Yeah, that's really long. Thankfully, the chapters in Priori are pretty short. Let's see here. Hope Z read 22 pages. You added subtitles to half of your video. That's a lot. That's some progress. You love to see it. You're reading Florence Adler Swims Forever, and in the first 20 pages, it's sad as hell. That's sad. What are you reading, Monet? You read 11 pages of what? I'm sure you said... I know you said you came from Maya's Sprint, and a lot of people were coming from Maya's Sprint, but I would love to know what you read 11 pages of. I'm using the TBR. I'm using the sprints to work on an article I have due for next month. You'll love to see it. This is what this is for. Some general productivity. Natalie read 15 pages. You'll love to see it. You want to read Dark Matter? I think I will buy it soon. I have heard good things about Dark Matter, but I have no plans on reading it myself. I know that Erin at Booked and Busy, I think it's on her TBR for the Reading Rush. So if you go subscribe to Erin, you can hear Erin talk about it maybe. Okay, Monet's reading Legacy of Ash. Hello, Caitlin. Reading Mexican Gothic. I've heard some really good things about Mexican Gothic. So I hope you like it. Deja read 22 pages. So much productivity is going on here, and you love to see it. Made it halfway through the sprint. Well, you're here. You love to see. Happy. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. D read 12 pages. It's a lot of progress. Oh, you hated Dark Matter. That's what you hate to see. I haven't read it, so I have no opinions. Danny read something, but she's 3/4 of the way through Beartown. It's hard to read, but so good. Isn't that the one with like hockey and it deals with like sexual assault? Or am I thinking of a different book? Maya read 6 pages. You'll love to see progress. I mean, oh, apparently Maya really liked Dark Matter, and now she wants to know what the tea is. I don't even know what Dark Matter is about, other than it's sci-fi, and that the cover is super ugly. So ugly. And his second book, was it called? Recursion, has like I don't want to say a matching cover, but a cover that goes with it, and that cover is just as ugly. I don't know if those are popular, unpopular opinions, but those are my thoughts. It is the hockey sexual assault book. You watched Erin's vlog. She bought a beautiful book with sprayed edges called The Name of the Wind. So now I want to read it, and I love it. Yeah, Erin is great. Erin is great. I'm happy to have found her. Not weekly drama time. That's terrible. But at least you got 8 pages. If my neighbors were being loud, I probably wouldn't be able to read. So at least you got that going, I guess. It is just as ugly, Aaron. Alexis liked it. Let's see here. I hate how Blake Crouch writes women. I also think he doesn't explore interesting concepts to their extent. Okay, that's valid. I think that about a lot of people. I mean, the exploring interesting concepts. Like, I think that's the problem with Addie LaRue, is that it doesn't really do anything with the concept. It's like it's not 500 pages. It's 448, according to Goodreads, pages of just a concept. So, um, see here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cover. It's not it's not an ugly. I mean, I just said it was an ugly cover, but like, I don't know. It just needs something that it don't got. You're reading Anna Green Gables. It's one of the best things you've read this year. That's great. Um, I've never read Anna Green Gables. I was never an Anna Green Gables person. I did briefly contemplate watching Anne with an E, but then I thought better of it, and then the show got canceled. So, lots of love for Aaron in the chat. Aaron makes me want to go on a book shopping spree. The Farseer trilogy is on my cart, In the Name of the Wind, and Dark Matter. Yeah, that's a shopping spree. That is definitely a shopping spree. I blamed Aaron for the adult sci-fi that I bought. I went to Barnes & Noble. I tweeted about it. I went to Barnes & Noble, and I got the second book in the Expanse series, Caliban's War, which looks really big, but I think it's only like 100 pages longer. I think it's only like 600 pages. And then I also bought Axiom's End by Lindsay Ellis because I like her video essays, so I was going to buy it anyway, but I'm still going to blame Aaron because it's adult sci-fi. So, you love to see it. But I also need to stop buying books. I recently updated my reading spreadsheet, which I hadn't done since like February. And when I saw how much I've spent on books this year, I was like, yeah, we're good. Like we don't need to spend any more. Yeah. I'm not gonna like Axiom's End. I mean, um, I'm not gonna regret buying it. It's rendering at the moment. Actually, that's I have to watch it. Maybe I don't know. If I start the book and I'm not feeling it, that's usually when I start looking at reviews. So we'll see. But either way, I briefly contemplated getting like a signed edition because I like Lindsay and I was gonna get it from the. I think she has an event in Boston, like her virtual event is in Boston tonight with Princess, and I love Princess, so I was just gonna like buy the book from that one and like watch the discussion. But that's like $50, and that's like a little bit too much for Monty, so he didn't do all that. But it is currently 40, and I said we would sprint. So I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna pull up the timer. We will revisit this discussion. I should probably do that. We will revisit the discussion. Okay, I think I did it right this time, and we should hear me. So if you don't hear me, please let me know in the comment section. But I read, what is that, 50 pages? Roughly? Okay. So, 50 pages. Let's see here. Let's see what I missed. Rendering, use the library and script and Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, that makes sense. Reading Ghost by Raina Telgemeier. It's a middle grade graphic novel. My spreadsheet makes me conscious too. Yeah, they really check you. Definitely check you. Got 2 brand new books to use for $2 each, and I bought Rage of Dragons for the Busy Bee Book Club and Shelf Space. I don't know what Shelf Space is. Welcome, Cece. Okay, so you liked it, but you don't think I will. Well, I guess I'll have to pick it up next. I was gonna pick up, I guess because Aaron's here, I can talk about it here. But I'm pretty sure Aaron sent me The Beautiful because it arrived at my doorstep, and my wish list is not public, and this was not on my wish list. And I was. Why is this book so thick? It's like, okay, I don't like that. That. Okay, 400 pages? I guess. Anyway, I was gonna pick up that, but maybe I'll pick up uh, Axiom's End instead, and we'll see. Yeah, my library has a long waiting list too. Hello, Emily. Welcome. You only missed 1.5 sprints, so we got 2 more to go. I think I said this already, but Sarah got 22. Then we got 28 pages. Danny read 15. Luna read about 20. QP read about 27. What did you make, Cece? Emily Victoria read 11 pages, but is going to finish this one, so I'm at the end of the chapter. Oh, child murder. 10 pages, but you're also annotating. Okay. D read 16, the chaotic reader, doing a terrible job of actually reading. I mean, oh, Shelf Space is another book club. Terrible job at reading, you know, what does a terrible job look like? What does a terrible job look like? Natalie got 24. Birdie just started getting the ninth and he read 48 pages. That's amazing. I really love that for you. That's iconic. I have not read Getting the Ninth. I keep looking over here because that's where the comments are, in case anybody was wondering. That's just how it looks. You love The Beautiful and The Damned was so good. Yeah, I've heard pretty mixed things about The Beautiful. I know people were complaining about it, and then the book came out and people defended it. Like, I don't know. I don't know where it is, but that's an option that I own now, so maybe I'll read it. I only have like a couple of books that aren't packed away, so my selection isn't that great. Let's see here. You're going to listen while reading. Desiree read 18. Maya read another 10. Yeah, that's someone who hated The Beautiful. I mean, 1 page is still 1 more page, and then you had the last time. We're going to go with the next sprint at 15 because... Okay, sorry about that. That was unexpected. Got cut up some cucumber and carrots. Okay, fun snacks.
He said it was for the bottle of wine.
My family is just a lot today. I just want to read some books. I woke up and was like immediately running errands for them. I just want to read for a minute. You read an e-copy of Stay Gold from the library. Now you really want to get a physical copy. Yeah, I'm so happy. If you drop your wish list, Luna, it might show up on your doorstep. Just an idea. Even one page is good. So yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at. It's super interesting, but I'm a little confused at the moment. Okay, I haven't read it. I know that Aaron. I think Aaron's still around. I know Booked and Busy read Getting the Ninth, and she's always in the group chat trying to get people to read it. So y'all can talk about it. I have nothing to add to a Getting the Ninth conversation. You failed my reading sprint. Wasn't feeling what I was reading. I mean, I don't. As long as you make an attempt, it sounds like you read something. It sounds like you read a couple paragraphs, maybe a page or two. I wouldn't call it a failure. Um, that's just me personally. I like to be very forgiving with myself. Maybe I'm too forgiving, who knows? But I like to think as long as the good faith effort was made, then I'm not gonna call it a failure. Because like Sarah was just saying, some people don't read at all. Some people don't even. It's on your channel. Okay, if it's on your channel, then I will find it. You love Gideon so much you got a tattoo. You wanted to get Gideon, but there were some rumors. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't pay attention. It was a book that was on my radar because nobody would shut up about it, but it wasn't a book that I thought that I would actually ever read and enjoy. Is that? Yeah, okay. So what is that? 8 minutes till the next sprint? I can do basic math. Pretty sure I have become allergic to carrots and I'm mad about it. That sounds terrible. I don't think I have any food allergies, but I probably would be very sad if I just developed a random allergy later on in life. I don't fuck with bananas. Bananas do low-key make my mouth burn, so pretty sure they're not supposed to do that, so I just avoid a banana, and I don't really miss them, because who needs a banana? Allergies probably are the worst, but again, as far as I know, I don't have any, except for maybe the banana. Maybe the banana. But like I said, I just avoid the banana, and it's super easy to do. So some people have far more restrictive things. To get allergy shots, because mine are... Oh, that sounds terrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Caitlin. I don't know why I'm laughing, but that does sound terrible. How do you... See, that's what I'm saying. How do you love a banana? How do you love a banana? Like, the window to eating a banana is so short. I became allergic to tree fruits in 2012, and I'm pretty sure carrots is on the list now. My throat is very scratchy. Probably should. Please stop. Please don't. Please stop eating the carrots. I have anaphylaxis, and I just have constant... Oh. What? I didn't know you could get airborne. Okay. The more you know. I don't think that I'm a cool person, but I'm happy that other people do. Not alcohol, which do I have? Yeah, it's on the right setting. We're good. Okay. You have an allergy to latex. Oh, that's terrible. I know a lot. I feel like that's pretty common. Deja also eats bananas. You love to see it. You have airborne peanut allergies. Okay, I know people, you really can't fuck with the nut allergy. I worked at a summer camp, and so we had to be, when I worked there, we were nut free to protect the children. But other people have since reversed that policy. Apparently, we're sharing our allergies while we wait for the next sprint, which is going to be at, I think I said 15. If I didn't say 15, that's what I'm saying now. You also get allergy shots because there's all nuts, dogs, cats, and like 200 plants. Okay, yeah, you hate to see it. Cold. How are you allergic to cold air? Is that a thing? You can be allergic to cold air? I am learning. I don't know. Yeah, I'll stop eating the carrots. I don't have anything to counteract it if it gets... Yeah, definitely don't have anything to counteract it. You definitely shouldn't be eating them. It's rough and you manage. Peanut butter and banana on bread, banana in smoothie, chocolate chip, banana bread, banana pudding, banana... I hate a banana. I went to what was it? What's that place called? Fucking Jamba Juice. And I was like, I'm gonna get a little Jamba Juice instead of my morning coffee, and I hated it. I didn't even like. I know they have the ingredients that are like readily available, but I didn't pay attention. And I get out to my car and I take the first sip, and it's just a mouthful of fucking bananas, and I was so mad. But I was like, well, I just paid $7 for this. We're not gonna do this. Allergies are so fucked up because it's not even necessary, and it's just your body overcompensating. Yeah, it sounds terrible. Bees are mine. I pass out. I've never been stung by a bee. I guess in theory I could be allergic to a bee, but I'm allergic to so many things. I get asthma from. Y'all are going through some struggles, and y'all are in my thoughts and prayers because I cannot relate to any of this. My mom's best friend's daughter is allergic to the cold, like for real, for real. I still can't get over that's a thing. Cantaloupe is also one of those. Any melon is like there's a small window when it's good and when it's not good. So that's valid. But I still love me a cantaloupe. One say if you have an allergy, then you should blame a parent for keeping you clean as a kid. Interesting. I had asthma when I was younger, and it was bad milk would give me an attack. Are you serious? So my face gets red and hot from cheese. Okay. I have the red gummy from Jamba Juice. I don't go to Jamba Juice anymore. I mean, I know that not all of their smoothies have a banana, but I'm just like I'm not risking it. And my coffee is cheaper. My coffee is like maximum $5. And it was $7 for that Jamba Juice. I get hives when I'm exposed to cold air for too long. I have a prescription from a doctor. What in? Okay, I am learning so much. Immune system doesn't like something and saying nope to itself. Wow. Okay, I've never been stung. Yeah, I am happy to have never been stung by a bee. You've stepped on a lot of bees. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so either. My partner sneezes when they walk into the sun. I met so. Yeah, I think aren't you supposed to look at the sun to like when you have a sneeze that like you can't get out? You're supposed to like look at a bright light and it'll come out. I don't know what that's all about. Seasonal allergies and dust is the worst. I mean, I get stuffy and like I'll get like a little cold when the temperature changes. But I don't have any allergies. Not every other week. I just leave bees alone, and the bees leave me alone. Like me and the bees are cool. This is a 2 minute warning because I'm seeing that we are at 13 minutes. We are doing a sprint at 15. Yeah, this is very much generic wheezing nerd in old TV shows. I used to think allergic to the color yellow when I was little because it gave me a headache. That seems like a valid thought process for a child to make. You used to get allergy shots, and it's made your adult life a lot nicer. Well, I'm happy that that happens for you. I don't know what's in an allergy shot. I don't know what they do, what they don't do, what's in them, because I've never needed one. And apparently, I should be very grateful because there's a lot of people out here struggling with these allergy shots. Okay, it's basically a diluted version. Okay, that's interesting. Like I said, I've never needed one, so I'm sorry to hear that. Allergies should just go away like mosquitoes; they can die. Luckily, I have not had any kind of questionable mosquito. I haven't been outside recently though. For obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, I like to think. When I was younger, I couldn't play recess for the longest time. Oh, that sucks. But it has come to that time where we are just about to be at 15. So, because of the delay, I'm going to pop up the timer now. And hopefully, people's sprint will go better this time. And I'll see everyone back here in 20 minutes. Okay, welcome back. I managed to get to page 388, so I think that was like 26, 30 pages. I don't know where I left off. I just know where I'm at now. Um, Things are, I don't know. I don't think this book is still just 3 stars to me. I'm not seeing anything special happening. I just got to the sapphic romance part that people talk about, and that's pretty much what I saw coming from the first time we were in that perspective. So you'll love to see it, I guess. So Luna got another 20 pages read. Someone else got 10 pages. You love to see it. Making progress. Emily read 17. We got 30 pages. Natalie read 19. Did I say that? Dee read 18. I'm reading Priori, Mina. Yep, you caught up. That's the most. I mean, that's a lot of pages. 17, yeah. What are you reading, Monty? Only? Yeah, I'm reading Priori of the Orange Tree by Miss Samantha Shannon. And Kelsey finished her work. You love to see it. QP finished 25 pages, and they're not loving the Dragon Republic, but it's still interesting. You read 2 pages, and now you're watching a 3-year-old. That doesn't sound as fun. Been working on some video idea stuff instead. Still being productive. That sounds productive. I need to bulk record. I need to sit down and like film a couple of videos. I need to do that tonight, actually. Tonight and tomorrow, so I can have those up early for the Patreon people. But I don't know what I want to record yet, so we'll see what happens there. And I also want to finish Priori by Friday, so we just got a lot of stuff going on here. It's a little too much if you ask me. You got 6 pages read. We're celebrating Kelsey. Yes, you love to see it. Josie read 14. So I have it. Yeah. Backlog content is important. I'm just not. I've been slacking on filming and editing, so we got to get that done. You're torn between Slay and A Song Below Water. I'm gonna say read Slay because I've heard more positive things about Slay than I have A Song Below Water. That's my take. You started The Bone Shard Daughter. I feel that No, I have never checked that out from the library. I was thinking about something else. Luna's eating a burger. That sounds like you're living the life. I still need to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. So, who knows what I'm going to be doing later. Sarah read 12. Millie read 15. We have a second vote for Slay. I think Slay won. I think Slay is the winner. A Song Below Water could be good, but I've heard like literally nobody give that a good review yet. And I haven't gone out to like look for reviews on my own because it's not a book that I personally want to read. Maya didn't read anything and made a sandwich. What kind of sandwich did you make? I personally am partial to a peanut butter sandwich because I'm oftentimes too lazy to get the jelly out. So that's usually what my go-to is. I'm going to make fajitas for dinner. Okay, good luck. It's your first time. I don't understand how that could go wrong. I think you got this. Sarah, the blurb on yeah, that sounds like a really great blurb. But see, Kelsey, everyone that I've known that's read it says that like the siren aspect isn't really there. Now, I can't speak to that because I haven't read it myself. But that's just what I've heard from the people. Not sure how many pages, but you're listening to the audiobook of The Nightingale, and it's amazing. Well, I love that for you. It sounds great. Is that the one by, it's like the blue cover? Is that what The Nightingale is? I forget who it is. Simply Maya. It was chicken, bacon, spinach, and okay, so it was a whole production of a sandwich. You'll love to see it. Bridget, there are definitely mixed opinions on the song below. Mixed? I haven't heard anybody say anything good. It's all been negative. But maybe there are some positive things out there. You want your brother to bring you In-N-Out? The last time I had In-N-Out, I was a vegetarian, so there wasn't really anything I could eat. But I was not impressed with In-N-Out, and people be like lining up down the street, blocking traffic to get it, and I don't understand. Like, sure, the milkshake was nice and thick, like you couldn't get it through the straw, but I'm like, maybe you should have a better straw, like a wider straw. Um, where was I? You love peanut butter and jelly. Oh, I don't need the jelly. I just need the peanut butter. Mayana, I sat there and tweeted it out. I tweeted out, hey, I'm doing this in like 30 minutes. Then when we went live, I did it. Mina's been in here. Aaron's been in here. So if you didn't get the YouTube notification, you can be mad at YouTube. But all of the other hotties seem to have found out on time. Is Lay's Walker's crisps? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like, again, I haven't read anything about A Song Below Water, but I heard that they were, it leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, it is Kristen Hanna. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. In my head, I was like, it's the girl who wrote the Alaska book. I didn't think Kristen Hanna. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner. My husband makes it every night. Love that for you. Yes, a bubble tea straw would be perfect. You a Cali man? Unfortunately, for the next week or so. It's not a drag. I was just stating facts. So, okay, I need to stop looking at the group chat. I'm mad because people were hyping In-N-Out grilled cheese sandwich, but it's literally just 2 buns and some cheese. I don't know what you were expecting from a grilled cheese sandwich. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the In-N-Out hype. They be blocking traffic, and it's not that great. You live in Connecticut, so I don't know what In-N-Out. It don't taste like nothing. You can make everything In-N-Out. You can make at your home for less, and it'll be better for you. I don't think I ever said when we're doing the next sprint, so I'm gonna go with 50, because that just seems like a good time to do it. Because apparently I have more errands to run. My errand running days are not over. I thought it was an actual grilled cheese. It's at a burger place though. Like I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't talk because I didn't think that they would even have like a vegetarian option. I just had French fries the last time I was at In-N-Out, and they weren't good because they don't salt them. You have to put the salt on yourself, which, okay, I understand that people out here with like high blood pressure or something, or salt sensitivities, but I don't know. Ain't nothing I've had from there worth waiting in that long ass line. Or asking somebody else to do it, because sometimes I'm like, I could Grubhub it, or like, DoorDash, whatever. But I don't want that person waiting that long ass line either. Like, I can get a milkshake literally anywhere. So their little 3-flavor milkshake isn't it. Like, I can go to Five Guys, get a milkshake. I don't go to McDonald's all that much either. But I also don't be getting burgers at McDonald's. I always get chicken nuggets, and I can't get chicken nuggets at In-N-Out. So In-N-Out stay losing. Hello, Jennifer. Happy you could make it. We're going to be doing our last sprint of the stream at 50, so in 6 minutes. And then maybe someone else will be going live. Apparently, Maya was live earlier doing reading sprints, and I missed it, so you hate to see it. But maybe somebody else will be going live. I don't know if I would say Five Guys is amazing, but I appreciate their food. I appreciate their French fries. I appreciate their milkshakes. I've never had their burgers, so I won't comment on their burgers. They also don't have chicken nuggets as far as I remember, so they also stay losing. I just like a chicken nugget. It's like probably one of my top 10 favorite foods, up there with some nachos. D stopped reading. Wow. D stopped eating fast food because it made them feel like trash, which is valid. I've been debating doing a live this week, but I'm a little concerned. I mean, I definitely had that same fear when I started doing the live reading sprints. When I had like 3 subscribers. I had a lot more than 3 subscribers. But It was something that I wasn't worried about, and now I have like 34 people in here, and there was 50 in here earlier. And last week on Monday, no, I guess it's not last week, but on Monday there was like 50 people in here. So I kind of missed the days where it was just like 3 people watching me read. It feels a lot more. I don't know. It's a lot odder knowing there's like 34 people watching me drink my water and play with my hair while I read a book. But you just gotta get over it, I guess. So I think you should definitely do it if you want to. I'm all in favor of people going live. I think they are a fun way to kill time, and I still get people commenting on those videos saying they're still using them to read and that they use it to finish a book. So I think they're definitely useful. We're doing a mod pizza for dinner. I definitely like pizza. Pizza's good. I don't really care for burgers. I like chicken sandwiches better. Valid opinion. I don't know what a Rowley's is, and I've never been to Whataburger, but I'm happy that you guys get to enjoy those. I work across the street from McDonald's where a staff room just smells like McDonald's, and there's always coffee cups around the tills. It's just too expensive for me and not worth it. That's valid. Arby's? I don't know. I think I don't like it because the first time I had Arby's, I was a child. I don't really know if Arby's is child food, but was not a fan. Definitely was more intimate when I had like 600 subscribers. But I'm happy that there's a lot of people here. I don't know. I enjoy it. It's just different. It's a lot more. I just didn't think there would ever be 34 people in it. I didn't think there would be that many people interested in reading with me. Let's see here. Jennifer, he messaged. Oh, they're closed. That's sad. Hibachi is fire. That's good. What part? I am in Southern California. I live in Los Angeles County. I'm out here in the suburbs. McDonald's is the best fast food. I don't know if I would go that far. I don't know if I would say all that. All this talk about food is making me hungry. Not a banana. Stop. 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 That's a lot of fruit. I hope you enjoy it. I heard your portions are huge in the United States. I'm sure they are. They always look really big. When they do the whole like comparison thing, but oh my goodness, not you having to call the paramedics because of because of the carrots. Street tacos though, I don't get anything from a street. I'm sorry. I mean, like if we're just talking about street tacos in general that I can order at like a restaurant, sure. I don't order anything from anybody from a food truck, a food cart. I don't do any of that. Bananas aren't even a good source of potassium. Why do people eat them? I don't know. I don't eat potassium. I mean, I don't eat potassium. I don't eat bananas like that, so I don't know why people do. I'm the wrong person to ask. Bananas. I already said that. Yeah, the carrots really just fucked you over today. You really hate to see it. You really hate it. But I'm happy that I'm happy your throat didn't totally close, but that's a lot. That is bomb food. Not all vendors have permits. I'm sure they don't, and I'm not gonna like call somebody on them. I'm happy the vendors are out there. I'm happy that they get to make their coin. Like little fruit man on the side of the street. You love the little fruit man on the side of the street, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll leave that to everybody else. I'm sure it's normal for people to eat street food here in California. That's just not my gig. It's not what I love. Um, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you really need to get tested so that don't happen to you again. Um, but it is time, so here comes the timer, and I'll see you guys back here in 20 minutes. Okay, so that was the last sprint. You love to see it. I got to page 430, so that was 42 pages that I got to read. And priority is still priority. But we're making progress. I think my goal of finishing it by Friday is certainly attainable, which is what we love to see. I'm gonna keep this going until the half hour. So we'll any comments, questions, concerns you guys want to talk about until the half hour. I am all yours. So let's see here. What I miss? Street food here is always expensive. I don't know how expensive it is because I don't eat it, but would not be surprised. You got 12 pages read, 20 pages read. You got to page 39. A few chapters, 26 pages, another 20 pages on page 131 overall. That's quite impressive. I started the stream. What does Goodreads say? I started the stream on 252. So I'm on 432, I said? No, 430. Minus 252. Could I type properly, maybe? Let's zoom back out. I don't need this super zoomed in anymore. I read 178 pages with you guys, so I've made quite a bit of progress. You got to page 130 and you started on page 24. That's a lot of progress for you. 106 pages. You'll love to see it. I'm happy that people were able to put quite a big dent in it. You started the house in the Cerulean Sea. You only got 5 pages in. You had a whole like throat almost closure, some weird things with the carrots. So I think any number of pages is quite the achievement given the circumstances. It is great. I've made quite a bit of progress and I love to see it. I'm gonna have to go to bed. Yes, get some rest. Sleep is very important and it is pretty late. 11:15 is, yeah, that's a great time to go to bed. 32 pages. Sounds was way off. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, the sound was off. Okay, it took me a minute to read. But, sometimes I'd be doing that on the when I'm on Zoom with the hotties. So I understand having the sound off, so. Okay. Let me set that aside. Yes, good night. You got 117 pages total. That's great. I really am excited when I see people have made some progress in their books or whatever they're doing, because I understand where we're still in July, there's like a Camp NaNoWriMo going on, so people are trying to write and meet their word goals or their time goals. People still have to work because this is like a Wednesday. It's a typical work week. I feel like I had to have missed a message there, so I'll see if there's another message that comes through. But I'm happy when people are able to make progress towards their finishing a book or whatever goal they were working on during the stream. Yeah, it happens on occasion. Let me turn this down because we're going to the yellow, and I don't think you want to be in the yellow. Yeah, it happens. We'll be sprinting, and they want to still talk, so I just mute my computer, and then I don't realize it. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I don't think that's a problem to admit personally. Maybe I'm alone there. I don't know. So that one is what it is. As for staying safe, yeah, I'm not really doing anything. I mean, I'm taking my cousins to work and things. But other than that, I'm not going outside my own self. I'm just staying in, reading with the hotties, reading with my lovely subscribers. Sunday, I will have the first Patreon reading stream, which is why this stream looks like this, because I wanted to test it out before, which is odd because I have way more subscribers than patrons, so I'm embarrassing myself in front of far more people. Where was I? Yeah, it feels like no one's taking it seriously yet. I mean, that's I don't go to parties in general, so my life is already very socially distanced and isolating. So it wasn't a whole lot to get adapted to, if I'm being honest, which is how I like to see it. But I know some people are they're still out there doing their things, and if that's what they want to do, I can't really stop them. So I can just tell them not to do it, and I can just stay my ass home. So I mean, I do go to Starbucks. I can't really lie and say that I don't do that because be the cups are all in my video. But my thought process is if I have to drop off my cousin, I might as well swing through the drive-through. Maybe that's faulty logic. I don't know, but that's my logic because I'm not gonna make coffee myself. I did think about buying some coffee and just making it at home, but yeah, my life, yeah, Kelsey, didn't really change. I mean, I it changed, but it wasn't like a drastic shift. Like it's horrible. I don't understand why people think it's horrible to wear the mask either. I think these people must not be brushing their teeth. I don't know, but I like my mask. I also spent a lot of money on it, so if I spent money on it, I'm going to use it. Um, so Verona has finally hit my town in a week and a half. We went from 8 to 60. That is quite the leap. I don't know how many cases are technically in my little area out here. I kind of don't really want to know. I like keeping up with like the bigger picture, but I don't want to know like directly in my specific area. Work from home. It's an introvert, so this is the life. It must be. The Karen's being like, I have an illness and can't wear a mask, and why? Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, why would you purposefully put yourself at risk if you know you have an issue? Like, I have a respiratory issue, I can't wear the mask. Then, like, why are you here? Does like nobody close to you love you? Like, do you not know anybody that could go pick up your groceries, Karen? It don't make sense to me. I don't get it. Especially because I'm assuming that like the medically looking ones that are like I don't want to say they just look flimsy compared to like the cloth ones. Like that has to be easier to breathe through. I want to say paper. That's what I was trying to say, but I don't think it's actually paper. I'm sure it's still some kind of I don't know. I don't own them. Karens and Kens of life. That's true. They just be doing the most and it don't make no kind of sense. But if it's not gonna make sense, it ain't never gonna work. You can also get groceries delivered. I know that's harder some places than it is others. Um, I've personally never done that. I don't even do like the pickup, but I did think about it in the beginning, like when the pandemic was really popping off. But it's like now grocery stores are mostly back to normal. But like in the first days, it's like you're gonna get substituted anyway. I would much rather control what I can substitute. So I'm a healthcare worker, so we have to keep up to date. It hasn't really changed my routine either. Just the wearing the mask now all shift. We used to never wear masks, and I don't think we'll ever go back. Yeah, um, probably not. I don't know though. I don't work in the healthcare field. There are so many kids on the playground. That's ooh. I did know. I don't. Just play in your backyard. Play in like the street. You don't gotta go to a whole playground. I mean, I know it sounds bad to play in the street, but that's what I definitely did as a kid. So just play in the street, just in your little front. Because I know everyone has a yard, so schools should definitely not be opening. Yeah, I don't understand that one. I don't understand universities opening. I would assume that like I'm sure that there's some kind of like weird like I'm sure there's some kind of like shift that has to happen to like move all the classes online. And I'm sure there are some classes that are like lab based that just don't work online. But I don't know if you really need to be opening them. Like I don't understand that like it's hard for some rural places in the United States or whatever. Um, and I understand that not everyone will be educated the same via distance learning. but I don't know. It just seems a little uh odd to be forcing people back into public schools. That just seems like a silly idea. Um, but what do I know? Again, I'm not a healthcare professional. This year really has been something else. Not a fan. Not looking forward. I'm very much looking forward to. We're moving on. Uni's trying to charge full price for online classes. I mean, there are whole online institutions that you'll see um, that were charging like the same price for their online programs as it was for like a university, and I understand why they need. I understand like the argument for making them cheaper, but I think that I don't know. I understand the argument. I don't have a I don't have any skin in the game. Uh, I don't think it should be the same price, but it's not my fight. I'm just gonna support from the sidelines. My college said class sizes of 50 or less might be in person, but I'm like, no. That's still a really big class size to me. Elementary schools wouldn't be able to handle a deadly virus. Definitely not. This new generation is going to be so antisocial. I don't know if they'll be antisocial, but it's definitely going to impact their socialization. We're celebrating the start of a new decade, but it took a dump on us, I guess. Kids need the social interaction, but these schools are just not planning the reopening very well. I mean, I think they're planning it as best they can, but I don't think there's a good way to reopen a school in the middle of a pandemic. You know what I mean? Like I think that just the idea of that is weird. My school's opening and there's like a hybrid, but you can choose to do online. They're also doing the first 2 weeks online. It's honestly so confusing. Yeah, it sounds like a very interesting time to be going to like a major university. Luckily, I was just going to community college, and so like the cost of it didn't. If they did it in person or they did online, it didn't really matter because it was free either way. So I can't imagine spending that much money and then risk dying. You know, like I don't know if I would spend $50,000 a semester where I might catch a deadly disease. So my governor is sending little children back to school. Yeah, I don't understand why. I understand why elementary schools need to be open. Um, I understand that for a lot of parents, like don't like access to child care during a pandemic has to be difficult, especially when you have to go back to work. So like there's like real like it's all just a clusterfuck of like fuckery that doesn't personally impact me because I don't have any children. Um, so I don't have to worry about finding childcare for them if they don't go back to school and you want me to teach them online, which is why I'm saying like there's really no good situation that's happening right now. I don't mind online, but they shouldn't charge us for campus stuff that no one is using. Yeah, that's I don't like I've never gone to like a traditionally I've never gone to like a traditional university. So like I don't understand like the price breakdowns. I've never had to look at the bill. So I can understand that. I can understand like you're not gonna be on campus, so like maybe you don't need to be charged like room and board because you aren't even gonna be able to use the meal plan. Um, but I don't know how they go about breaking all that down. Because I don't know like what percentage of that. I just made up 50K. I don't really know how much universities be. I do know that like privates are usually more expensive than public universities, but even what was I about to say? Even out of state people have to pay more if they go to like a different. It's weird, but I definitely made up the 50K number. I don't really know if people are paying that much per semester or if that's like a whole year. Because again, my little community college was free. I feel bad for yeah. I also feel bad for them when my community college went online. Like I couldn't keep up. I can't imagine being like 10 and asking a 10-year-old to be doing online classes and teaching themselves the multiplication tables or whatever. Um, so that definitely sucks. Public in Cali is 20 to 50K. The more you know. The more you know. I feel bad for kids. I just read that. Okay. I'm so glad I'm not in school. And this is yeah. Also glad to. I mean, technically, I was still in like my little community college, but I'm not gonna pay that money to have an when I could barely keep up with the forced online. I definitely wouldn't do that. So, and the kids that don't have access to the internet, and yeah, like, I know that my school district. Again, I live in Los Angeles County, so people take that with a grain of salt. But I know that our school district was um, giving out like Chromebooks to people. I mean, the middle schools in my district already gave out Chromebooks to the middle school students, but I think the kids were also doing it, and so were the high school district. But that still doesn't mean you have internet. So I know that for a hot second there, some providers were offering it for free, but I understand like making internet publicly available to everyone at a far reduced price, but that's just not what's happening right now. So I definitely think that there are low income people who are definitely going to be more affected by the whole situation, which is why I understand why people want them to be open. But it just seems like a bad idea at the moment. For to public university, I pay 25,000 for in-state. 50K is valid for out-of-state students. Okay, so I was in somebody's ballpark. I wasn't. My made-up number was a number somebody somewhere is paying. Canada is definitely cheaper, but nowhere near as close to Netherlands. Damn. Yeah, I went to community college, state college, and a UC. Community college is so much better. Yeah, I enjoyed my little community college experience. I went to both community college and then to uni. Uni is definitely more expensive, but I had to move there to live on campus, so it was definitely a factor. Yeah, definitely people who live on campus are definitely gonna pay more, which makes sense. Um, but I also think about those people who needed to like live on campus and now they can't, and how that's supposed to work for them. So COVID is just a clusterfuck of problems um, on every level. So you really truly hate to see it, but I would say I hope that things get better soon, but I think it's been very clear that that's just not going to happen, at least in the United States, as quickly as one would hope for them to. Yeah, I don't know why it's gonna work on him if they open. I know somebody was talking. I think I was watching Isada's video when she was talking about how she's going to UC Santa Cruz this year, and Santa Cruz was telling people that not everyone's going to be able to live on campus. They had drastically reduced the number of students who would be able to. I just don't understand how you decide who gets to and who doesn't. But we're going to be here for like another minute and a half, so just a reminder because I saw the number of people here ticked up for a second, but we are ending the stream at 30, just in case you were hoping to get in a last minute reading sprint. Luna, that's a mood that definitely I feel that our government's response was definitely trash. I'd be so screwed if I still in school during this. I can't learn online for shit. I need to be trapped in a classroom. I was the same way. When all of my classes switched to online, I was like, well, there goes my motivation to do any of this. So you really did hate to see it. You really did. Which is why I wouldn't be going back this semester. I don't know what I would do if I was like at a traditional university. Your school is begging for people to move in. That's odd. Um, you really hate to see that. I think. I mean, I would not want to live in a dorm where you. There's no way to social distance in a dorm. Like that's just what's. That's just the fact of it is. You have all of these dorm. Like you can't social distance in a dorm. Like that's just not gonna be possible. So. Like even if you had all these people living in a single, it would like I don't know how you social distance in a dorm. But we are at the time. Thanks for coming out. Um, decent sprints on Discord and from my channel if you want to join. Okay. Um, thanks for being here. I'm gonna go. You can find me on Twitter if you still want to chat. But I will see y'all later.